Well, good morning. It's opening day, the day we all been waiting for. Zone C. I got Tristan with me this morning. He's over here sleeping. We decided not to camp last night. He's got a football game today, so I got to have him back. He's got to be at the field and signing in by 2, so I got to have him back before that. So we don't have real long this morning, but anyway, he should be rested for his football game. This is his first ever archery hunt. He's shot plenty of deer with a rifle or muzzleloader, but this is his first archery hunt. So I threw my Tacticam on his bow and then gave him my spare digital camera, but kind of told him to focus on the shot and not the filming. So hopefully, if he shoots one, at least we'll have some Tacticam footage. But I'm gonna get him set up in a tree I'm gonna hang a lock on and get him set up, and then I'm gonna go basically the other side of the bedding area and sit on the ground. But where he's sitting is a good community scrape. We've killed some good bucks right there in years past. They've hard-horned a little early, acorns dropping a little early, scraping a little early, rubbed early. So it should be, the conditions today are awful. It's supposed to start raining, or chance of rain off and on all day basically, but pressure's low, pressure's falling, cloudy. So conditions aren't good, but we got the forecasted wind is great for where I'm wanting to go, so we're gonna give it a whirl. We'll see y'all after daylight.
Well, I'm set up. I got Tristan set up about 5:35. Shooting light was a little after legal today because it's so cloudy. You can probably hear the water dripping out of the trees. I'm not gonna be able to hear anything coming. I'm gonna have to be on my toes because I don't have a good setup here at all, especially for filming. I'm almost gonna have to see a deer and then get up on my knees. I didn't bring my chair because I was gonna sit at the base of a root ball over here behind me. But when I snuck up here, there's armadillos or whatever it is, got holes going all down in it now, and the way these snakes are, I ain't sitting on it. I see does bedded right here, 40-50 yards from me a lot, like Midday and stuff. I hunted right here, 50 yards, twice last year and passed a real nice 3-year-old. I probably should have shot him, but I passed him both days. He should be a whole lot better this year. I'm hoping he comes through, but my main goal is still Tristan, so I got him on what should be a pretty good setup. I'm kind of set. There's a bend in this deer trail coming down here to a creek crossing. It's about 60 yards from me, so I kind of eased up here where I could see that and hopefully have a little notice if they're coming down the trail. But there's a dim trail that comes in right here, where I won't be able to see them until they're about in range. So I'm having to pay attention. I can't really see anything left, right, or behind me. A couple little gaps. I've been checking the wind and it's not doing anything yet. It's just falling straight down. It's supposed to, it's like 7:10 now, 7:15. By 8 o'clock it's supposed to pick up just a little bit and be blowing like from my left to my right here, so I'm gonna sit here and be quiet. I did have a poor hawk come by before camera light and I couldn't see nothing on the screen. Tristan texted me and said he had a hawk come through just a second ago. I don't know what these, I've never hunted here. This area where these points, like Tristan's on a point and I'm on a point basically where they come back into the swamp. I've never hunted them in the rain like this. So I don't know if the deer, typically they feed around out here, like to my left, a couple 100 yards, and then night bed, and then at 7:30 to 9 o'clock sometime they're filtering back through here, going back into the swamp where they're gonna bed for the rest of the day. So hopefully this rain doesn't change anything and they still do the same thing. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. Well, it's 8:23, and a little update. Nobody's seen a deer since legal shooting light. It's like a dead zone, they ain't doing nothing. They're supposed to move today around 10:30, but I'll be gone by then. I can't remember if I said or not, but I did see 2 bucks on the way when I was walking in. A mile and a half before I got to where we were going. I knew about them. I think I saw them the other evening, but they're not big. This is not a very comfortable sit either. My back is killing me. We need some wind or something needs to happen. It's just nothing. It's 8:38 right now. Darren just texted and said he had a doe. We're all basically set up the same, trying to catch him coming back to bed. Darren just said he had the first doe come off the point, going out into the water to lay down, so hopefully something will move before we have to leave. At least for Tristan anyway. Where he's at, it's kind of normally the first place you start to see. Like if you see him there, then 15 minutes later you start to see deer in other places. Figured he'd have seen one by now. And you're telling somebody could have came in and got up the ridge from him or something without us knowing. Who knows? We'll see though. I'm gonna hang tight for a little while. The wind was starting to pick up there for a minute. Now it's kind of died back down again. Need some sunshine. It's like 9:15. As much as I hate to, I'm fixing to have to start packing this junk up. I want to run over here to a point, the point of this bridge where it runs off in the swamp, and probably hang a camera while I'm here and see if there's anywhere worth sitting out there right on the point. But I gotta run Tristan to his football game, and then I'll turn around and come back. I don't know if I'll come here or go to a different management area. Kind of see what everybody else is seeing, but I gotta hurry up and get this stuff packed and make my way to Tristan. I'll show you his setup when I get over there. Pretty cool little setup. I made it all of like 10 feet. I hung this camera and my phone was going off, or felt my phone vibrating. Got done hanging the camera and looked at it, and Tristan said he's got a buck right there at him, so I'm gonna give it just a minute before I start walking that way and wait till I hear from him. I don't know if he shot him or I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'm gonna give it a minute. from Tristan, but I think his phone died because I tried calling it just a second ago. It's 10 o'clock, we gotta be going. But it went straight to voicemail. And no, his phone battery don't last long. I didn't leave the charger with him, I got it in my bag, so I'm gonna ease up here and whistle, I guess. Hopefully I don't blow nothing up, but we gotta go. Did you shoot him? Did you shoot him? No. What happened?
There's a little spike.
Why didn't you say that? I've been standing over there for 30 minutes waiting on you because we need to be going. Leave it to Tristan. Text me he's got a buck on him and it's not even a legal buck, it's a spike.
I just had a buck in the doe from 2 minutes.
Technically you didn't lie, huh? Alright, I'm gonna get him down and we gotta make tracks. We got back up here where we saw the 2 bucks this morning and cut a little loop to the west. And there's a buck got it tore up and there's a shed. I saw him last year and then that's what we saw this morning. He's a little bigger this year, but some acorns on the ground too. Anyway, we gotta roll. I may hunt him this evening, I don't know. It's so humid out here. It's insane. Well, I dropped Tristan off and ran back out here. It's 2:45. Got me a bite to eat. Rode through and saw where people were parked and had been parked and all that, and decided to come to a different area. I've never been over here, so I got plenty of time. I'm just gonna slip real slow, and I don't think there's anybody in here for me to mess up, but I'm gonna slip through here slow and see if I can find somewhere to sit. I just brought my chair. My back's killing me, so I didn't feel like toting a stand, but I'm gonna ease on through here. Looks like there might be some kind of open oak hammocks on this side. I don't know. We'll see. It's hot. Seen a few old rubs on the cell camera. That's it so far. I'm trying to get up to the end of this flag pond. I don't know how open it's going to be. If it was open, it might have potential, or open enough to shoot, it might have potential. A little bitty strip of oaks, but this wind's been going about every different direction. Well, I just made a rookie move. Got up here to this strip. Got up here to this strip where I thought might be good, and it's good. There's deer tracks everywhere. Acorns falling. And I left my pain pills in the glove box in my truck. If I don't go back and get them, I'm not going to be able to walk back and get them. So we're fixing to do about 1.5 miles back to the truck. It's too hot for this garbage. I just had a doe come right by me like 10 yards. I had my camera clipped, my big camera's in the bag, and I had the GoPro clipped back on my chest. I didn't even pull it off. I can see the deer tracks all in here. I need to find an opening where I can shoot without spooking anything. I ain't spooked nothing yet, or that I know of. Well, I screwed that up. I got back out to the truck, grabbed my medicine, and I passed a couple guys that were walking in the same trail I'd walked in on my way out. There was a cell camera in every little opening, and so I jumped in the truck, came back up the road, found a place where there wasn't nobody, and basically walked in the same terrain. And I just got up here on this ridge, and it's thick, like I couldn't shoot 5 yards in there, so I gotta see if I can find a little opening. But I just got back in some deer tracks and seen that little yearling right here behind me on the edge of the pond, laying down. Let's see if I can ease up here and find the opening. This humidity is miserable. There's no breeze.
Well, I stood there and had another guy walk in to get in Tristan just upwind of me, so I've headed on out. That's enough of that. I know where I normally hunt in that management area, or the two places I normally hunt in that management area, are the only places worth hunting. So I don't have to look no more. So I'm gonna head on to the house and quit wasting time, get rested up. I'll go to church in the morning, and then me and Tristan probably run over to the quota management area and hunt tomorrow evening. Anyway, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Well, it's Sunday, day 2, 2:20 p.m. Got out of church, and me and Tristan grabbed us a box of fried chicken, and we're headed to the management area. We're not going where we were yesterday. We're going to run over to the quota where I had the cameras messed with and the camera stolen, whatever. Ain't no telling, there could be somebody hunting in that general area, but we're gonna kind of scout our way in, if nobody's there, towards the big pond where I thought them bucks would be coming from, or where the bucks would be in the daylight. They should be. This weather's awful, pressure's bad, all the conditions are bad, so I think we're gonna have to be really close to the beds, but we might be able to pull something off if nobody's in there. Anyway, we'll see you in the woods. Just got Tristan set up here. He's never been in a climber, and I brought the Summit Viper there. Took him a little bit of learning, but he's got it. And you ain't gonna believe what we found. We came over top of the hill down on the next bottom, and there's the camera that was stolen. Somebody just moved it 80 yards. At least I got it. It almost looked like, I don't know, maybe possibly somebody did it on accident, like thinking it was their buddies or brothers or something. I don't know. It was right out in the open. As soon as we came over, like Tristan's like, "There's a camera right there." Anyway, we got it. I got him situated here, so once he gets the last of his stuff situated, I'm gonna slip over this next ridge and down in the edge of the cypress pond, hopefully. You can drop it back down, and if it's not too thick, I'm gonna get out in the edge of the cypress, I think. That wind's been blowing about 3 different directions while we've been setting up. We'll see. A lot of deer tracks in here. The buck had been in the scrape a couple times. Once last night, it looked like. Or at least after the dew fell, because he was toting sand, so.
but there's been like 3 or 4 different people in the general area. I'm assuming they hunted here this morning. At least one guy did. I got my setup. I ended up I tried to go over this point to the edge of the pond. Wind wasn't working for it. It was cutting down into the pond, so I eased back. And there's a pond here, comes down, makes a point right there in this pond. I'm set up for him to come this way. But I gotta get up there and set my camera arm, and then I'm gonna be sitting. It's a hot one. Well, I'm all set up. It's like 10 minutes to 5, I think. I've been just moving as slow as I can, but I'm still completely drenched in sweat. It is hot. My wind, I'm gonna keep checking it. I know you can't see that. That's what it's doing since I got up here. Since I've been up here. It's just getting to the top of the ridge and then kind of falling, kicking down and falling. I'm gonna check it about every 2 minutes. Let me turn this camera around and show you what I'm looking at. But I got here at the top of the ridge, like 20 yards behind me. I got here thinking I wanted to be able to shoot inside this cypress pond over here. So if they come up here, I want to be able to shoot right there. There. And I want to be able to shoot back here. I'm kind of in the sun here for a few minutes. It's cloudy, so I had one hole just a minute ago while I was sitting there stand up. The sun was baking me. Anyway, I'm going to sit here and try to cool off. I've got just over 3 hours of legal shooting light. I think today I got to double check when I sit down here, but I think legal's 8:04. So, longer than I like to sit, but I wanted to give Tristan plenty of time on plenty of tree stand time, because he only gets to hunt Saturday, Sunday right now with school and football. He's over here. I'd have to look, probably 350. He's set up on a very similar situation to this, where them deer would come out in the bottom, hopefully, and then before they work their way up on the ridges. But I don't know. This ain't swamp. I'm a little out of my element. I didn't see any acorns dropping. I know they're dropping somewhere, but I sure didn't walk by any. 6 o'clock, so I still got 2 hours. I've been checking the wind every minute or so. Couple minutes. Just not that I'm gonna move, but just to see it. It'll pull occasionally. It pulls this way, but then it kicks back and goes behind me, so it's still going behind me, which I think the biggest bucks in the place are laying over here about 450, 400, but I couldn't, with this wind, I couldn't get out there to that swamp where I needed to be, so wasn't no point in even trying. Hopefully something just gets up a little early today. I finally quit sweating and feel pretty good in this breeze. There's deer over here about 400 or 500 yards, blowing at somebody like crazy. I'm not trophy hunting today though. I just, when I sat down, I looked up the regulations to see what was legal, because I didn't know if it was the 2 points or more deal or the 3 on one side, and it's the 2 points. And I'm out of breakfast sausage, so something legal comes by me here, I imagine I'm slinging an arrow at it. If it wasn't so hot, it'd almost be a pretty evening. Just the pressure and stuff needs to be rising, and it's not. I just had a doe come by. I think I forgot to hit record on the main camera. I don't know when I wanted to turn it off. It wasn't recording, so I don't know if I got her or not. But she came by. That was probably her that was blowing, because she was kind of in a hurry. And she came right down through here and went in the pond where I'm hoping they come out of. She got spooked from somewhere, I think. I heard it coming. I thought it was going to be a buck the way it was. The way she was, I could hear her walking. I was like, ooh, but she was doing that kind of excited walk. She's still right here about 60 yards, but I can't see her. I can just hear her right on the edge of the pond. That wind's whipping pretty good now. We've got a little thunderstorm pushing through. It's been sprinkling off and on. I went to dig out my camera covers and don't have them with me because I swapped bags at the truck. So I just brought my little bag and they're not in there. So hopefully it don't rain too much. Anyway. That definitely cooled the air down. It feels pretty nice right now. Just need to see an old buck deer. Tristan hasn't seen anything with a turkey yet. It's raining. I'm trying not to have to pack up the cameras, but it looks like I'm fixing to. I'm not hot anymore. Well, it slacked off. It's almost quit now. It rained for about 10-15 minutes. I don't have anything to wipe the camera screens off, so it might be a little blurry. Everything got soaked except for the cameras. I sure wish I could have got over there on that pond. Still may catch one coming out here. Got 45 minutes left, I think. But I sat here and looked at the map, and the more I look at the map, the more I know they're laying over there in that pond. Ain't gonna be able to hunt that with the wind swirling. Oh, I got about 22 minutes of legal left. I'm gonna run out of camera light before that. I think when I run out of camera light, I'm just gonna ease on down. Go get Tristan. Still got plenty of time for one to pop out, but kinda surprised I hadn't heard nothing out on the water or anything. But then again, when that doe went off in the pond over here, I could only hear her for about 10-15 yards, and I couldn't hear no more. I could have swore I heard one grunting back up here on the edge of the pond 2 or 3 times about 10 minutes ago, but it could have been somebody, or I don't know. I could just faintly hear it. Should be a little too early for that still. Well, that's gonna be about it on camera light. That doe was the last thing I've seen. I haven't seen anything else. I sat way more than I normally would, just trying to let him get some time on the tree stand, but it's hard for me to sit here and know they're laying over there in that pond. I can't show you why I know, because it'd give the spot away, but there's not a doubt in my mind they're laying right over there. It'll be right at some point. I'll slip back in there. I don't know how much hunting I'm gonna do this week. I got a lot to do. I may try Tuesday morning. This weather's been, or the forecasted weather is about crap till Thursday, I think. These deer just ain't really gonna travel nowhere or do nothing when it's this hot and humid. And then you can't get close to them when the wind's all over the place like it's been. So it ain't just sitting around and waiting ain't really my thing. As my father-in-law would say, it's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun. But anyway, that's a wrap. I'm gonna start packing it up. I said when I started this channel, I'm gonna show the good, bad, and the ugly, and this weekend was the ugly. Anybody hunting this week, good luck. Hope you get him. We'll see you on the next one.